we're going to move on to our first session now, ladies and gentlemen, our opening session, which is going to be all about navigating the data paradox. So this session is going to be exploring bridging the gap between consumers' personalization expectations and depleting digital data signals in a privacy-first world. So I'd like to welcome to the stage MOUHAIER, Managing Director of Promofix GCC. Now, you might have seen Maya earlier on. She was doing a little rehearsal on the stage, doing a bit of a Britney dance. She has promised she might do a Britney song at the end of her speech. Let's see if that happens. But on a serious note, Maya has been working in the dynamic and complex industry of media and advertising for over 2 decades now. She's currently the Regional Managing Director at Promofix. And in her previous role, she's been responsible for spearheading the digital program and performance divisions at Promofix. And before this, she was the commercial director at Abu Dhabi Media, where she navigated strategic commercial initiatives. And she's also worked with some huge brands, including McDonald's, L'Oreal, and Nivea, to name a few. So please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome to the stage, MOUHAIER.
Thank you. Now, I think everyone thinks I'm too old, 2 decades, but I'm a bit over 20. So thank you, MMA, for having me share my perspective among an esteemed list of presenters today and an awesome audience of clients and partners. Like my husband always says, don't look for the problem, find the solution. I've learned it the hard way. So let me introduce you to the dilemma at hand and present for you the solution. Today, I think we're about 100 in this room. And all of us want personalized, tailored communication. We want ads that are relevant to what we're looking for and that are aligned with our preferences and interests. But at the same time, nobody wants to share their personal data. And I think if we are 100 in this room, 101 remain reserved in terms of sharing their data and being tracked. And this is the dilemma at hand. With the depletion of cookies, how can brands remain relevant to audiences? How can they connect and find the areas of interest and clusters where we can be closer and engage with them in a very meaningful way? Today, we will be looking, as I've said, at solutions, and us at Promofix and using our technologies, we remain focused on innovating and finding solutions that are meaningful for the industry. So, looking at the statistics, you have 71% of users demand more meaningful and personalized communication. Yet, 62% are concerned about the way marketeers would use their personal data. If we look at the data explosion, and this is really remarkable, imagine in every minute of the day, you have 5.7 million searches on Google, 167 million on TikTok, and you have around 6 million online transaction shoppers online. This is every minute. And I hope none of you are part of these statistics in the past minute. So please remain focused with me. And that said, imagine the amount of data that is being collected. But unfortunately, we remain faced with a major challenge. Every single data source works in silos. How can we bring all these data in one data center and make the best out of these data for better decision making? Now, if we collect all of this data, imagine in a day's time, it would be the equivalent of 2 to 3 times Burj Khalifa. And this is the amount of data we get every single day. Luckily enough, in this region, we are, UAE, especially UAE and KSA, we have the highest, among the highest digital penetrations globally. And that presents an amazing opportunity for brands to create meaningless experiences across the whole digital ecosystem. Yet, only 2%, can you imagine that shocking number? Only 2% of brands are delivering a truly connected experience. 98% are missing out or doing a bit here and there, especially in categories like banking, like e-com, like telcos, like travel, where users really demand a seamless experience across the digital the digital ecosystem. Now, and the key to interpreting all this amount of data is, as I've said earlier, connecting all of these platforms into one consolidated and coherent view for better decision making. And if I look, I mean, we've mentioned, I could be, let's say, a mom. I am a mom, actually, a proud mom. And I'm a sports fanatic, I'm a traveler, I'm a business professional, I seek learning. I'm an audience, I represent an audience profile that is extremely versatile and that could be targeted for so many different brands. But do brands really know what I'm looking for and how to reach me and how to connect with me? And this is the main struggle here. Today, the ecosystem, as I've said, operates in silos. In an ideal scenario, bringing together all stakeholders' information in one place with a very effective view, understanding the real attributes of these users, and what would make sense to a potential target and addressable market that wants also to be closer to brands that are relevant for them. Of course, the right partner is key into that, and you will see in a bit, Fox Push, our aim and our mission, is not only to commercially drive our agenda in terms of providing or serving best campaigns for our clients. We really truly innovate and bring together an ecosystem where we present and we contribute to the media industry by innovating and having an open source access to best-in-class technologies. So, speaking of that, democratizing the power of data is essential to foster a more transparent, efficient, inclusive ecosystem. What do brands look for today? They want flexibility. They want a partner that is able to understand the pain points, pivot, present solutions and fast solutions that are sustainable for the future in a privacy-first environment. They want scale, they demand scale, and a lot of brands here and governments are communicating globally. So they need a local partner that really brings local expertise, understands the market, yet want to communicate to this market, but remain also having access to global markets. All of that, keeping in mind that even government and travel and a lot of the tourism boards today not only want to communicate and build awareness, but they want to drive footfall. They want people to visit Saudi. They want more visits to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And all of that scale, but the underlying focus is still performance. Wide web is essential here as well. How do we, in the absence of cookies, know that I'm the same user across so many different publishers? And the identification is key to be able to collect all this data and put it in one place and enhance the decision-making of clients. So, understanding the pain points of clients and what they're looking for in the next phase. Let me just have a proper view of everything. So as privacy rule tightens and third-party cookies phase out, it is imperative to build strategies that keep in mind identification when it comes to cookieless ecosystems. How do we know that I'm the same users across all to build the audience persona and be able to target that? Optimize engagement, knowing the main priorities and the areas of interest of the user in a completely privacy-first environment. And the web-wide accessibility to reach users across the whole ecosystem. And that would require next generation future-forward technology. And to that, we introduced Known, which is an open source technology and innovation that we launched as part of our Fox Push technology, and that is accessible to the whole market. And the objective of Known, and I invite you if you can scan this code, so you can have a view, an experience of what is Known. So how do we adapt to a cookieless future? So that technology enables user identification. So you scan and you're reading the article. And typically, the traditional way is for you to sign in. But statistics show that only 3% of users are willing to sign in, fill up a form with their details and email. While this enables, with one scan, a full access to the article. And of course, it's GDPR compliant. I don't know the name. I don't know any personal details. I just allocate a user ID for that user, and then we're able to track the user online and offline across many touch points to build the persona and understand more about the audience. So 78% willingness, statistics show that 78% willingness to use that technology is just one click, as opposed to the 3% in the traditional way. And this is an open innovation, an open source that is available for all suppliers and publishers in the market. With all that data, what do we do? Who are these users? I mean, beyond gender, income, location, interest, all of that, where can we find them? Where are they, online and offline? Where do they shop? Where are they mostly likely to interact with the ad? And now I invite you again to scan the demo of our BLS. And typically, you can go through it and find me later if you need more information on that. And gives you in-depth analysis of the audiences. And that was done for one of our government clients, tourism clients. And actually, this campaign has been nominated at the MMA for Data and Insights. Okay, so now that we have identified the users, let's look at the power of our data. This is our back-end technology at Fox Push, and that is able to collect data. Yeah. Can you please play the video? Okay, thank you. So basically, we're able to understand and build audiences profile up to 3 months back. And this demo was done back in December, just for the sake of time. Normally, it takes 15 minutes to get the data out. This demo was recorded in December, but you can get it, of course, in real time. And here, what we're looking at audiences in various airports in the UAE. So we're able to extract, thanks to the power of our technology, what these audiences are reading about, how many unique users we have per airport or across all, how many ad requests are available to serve ads, gender, age group, language, device model, device type, device makers, and the sentiment of the articles. Now, that is just a demo of the airport. The same could be replicated for any location, online and offline, extracting device IDs and using them to support campaigns on social and outside of social on our network. This is essential for planning campaigns, identifying the users before running the campaign, collecting the data during the campaign, and most importantly, the measurement post-campaign, and the learnings of the next phase. Like, what do we do next with these data? Yes. Now, question to you. What is the most challenging market from a user digital data perspective? And this is globally. Like, any thoughts on that? Yes, China. Exactly. China is a very interesting market, yet it's a black box. A lot of marketeers want to target China. A lot of the travel, tourism, government, so on and so forth. It's buzzing with one of the largest population globally. Yet, it remains to be a black box. And thanks to our technology, again, and the power of us understanding and fastly integrating with markets that are even the most complicated, we ran a campaign for one of our partners. We ran 4.8 billion ad requests in 30 days. We reached 180 million unique devices, and the most impressive is understanding user behavior. So we have built more than 20 plus user segment. Of course, we had to partner with data centers, local data centers in China. So not only that, mass targeting in China is the easiest, but we do understand taxonomies. And as you know, China has 7 to 10 dialects. So we could run contextual targeting, understanding the environment that these ads were served in the Chinese different languages, Mandarin and non-Mandarin. So analyzing user location, digital consumption, online and offline, we created micro-segments. When we look at also the behavior, I didn't know myself, it came as a, I don't know, I was a bit surprised to know that 2 out of 5 users were Apple users. Sorry. And the Chinese prefer big-sized phones, XL-sized phones. And if we look at the consumption, number of impressions served by theme, you see that mostly technology movies like entertainment and gaming rank best. Having done that in China, one of the most complicated markets, the power in MENA, remains our key focus. And we are proud to be a technology, or to represent a technology that is born in MENA, that does a unique feature of Arabic contextual targeting across the 20 dialects that are present in the region, building zero and first-party data, thanks to our capabilities that I've just showed you earlier. Cross-platform device behavior, user variables, but most importantly, scale. So in the region, we have 362 unique devices in MENA. And when we speak about being prepared to a cookieless world, again, we're directly integrated with publishers and apps. We have 50,000 publishers and 22,000 mobile apps through a direct integration framework. So the main takeaway, and I think I still have a bit of time, the key takeaway for this session is that, yes, we're moving into a cookieless phase, but there are ways to partner with the right technologies, with partners that understand the pain points of clients, that can deliver, pivot, and create products or uplift products that are able to answer to the future world. I'm available anytime. You can find me at the coffee break to discuss more if needed. Thank you so much for the attention. And I hope I didn't bore you.